Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fail Friday. None other than on Publicly Buzzed Live. I appreciate everyone for being here, jumping in the chat early, hanging out early. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I've got none other than Dan with me here, hanging and banging as well. What's up, dude?
What up, what up? Hello, party people.
Not shit, not shit. How'd y'all like that new opening?
Yeah, that was sick.
Dude, Stevie.
Kills it, man.
Amazing.
He does a really good job.
Dude, I love that so much. Getting the party started early is what he's doing out here. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Really appreciate it. As I said before.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Yeah. We're getting this thing going. Tonight we're doing a little bit of time traveling, Dan.
Yeah, this is a interesting story. It's fascinating, I should say.
Oh, one thing I have to do, I have to get the chat set up. Hold on. Let me make sure that's good so you guys can see some highlighted chats here tonight on Fail Friday. As you guys pop in, please hit that like. It helps us out here. Helps us in the old YouTube algorithms. We know how evil they are and how they try to suppress us deep down. If you hit like, that'll help us out. If you're new here, sub up. We really appreciate it. And I see there's some new folks in here tonight already. JD coming in from Turtle Boy. Appreciate it. Turtle Boy will be on the channel Monday night. We're super stoked about that. And yeah, hope you enjoy Feral Friday, friend. If you haven't yet, and I hope you do, please make sure you hit the three little dots on the side and make sure all notifications are turned on for everything that Publicly Buzzed drops, because tomorrow is a special day, 4 p.m. Eastern time. If I was you, I would set it on my phone, actually. Set it on both YouTube and your phone. Don't fully trust YouTube. Set a 3:55, whatever. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I think the countdown starts for a premiere. A premiere video here on YouTube. And I'm dropping a video that I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, and I hope everybody enjoys it. It's only a 7.5 minute video, so please be here. And again, you can watch it any time afterwards. And I love everyone that's already come through and showed some love on this video. But yeah, 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time. I just want to show it off real quick. And all the love. The bow effect is real, because it's already up to 61 likes, which is going to really help this thing out, and I fucking appreciate the shit out of that. But yeah, there's a live chat on the side. I'll be in there tomorrow, 4 p.m., chatting it up. I hope that Ricky will be in there as well.
I will.
Hanging out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, tonight, we're doing a little time traveling, though. An interesting story. And last night we were talking about what we were going to do, and I found this one just kind of, I literally just kind of typed time travel, and this is one of the hottest ones that I found that people often talk about and speculate on, Dan.
Yeah, I think this one was basically people believed it for a very long time. They basically had the entire world believe in this story, and I don't know when, but I think it's only been recently people have kind of came out with some answers, right?
I think so, yeah. I think I remember the story from the good Reddit days, about a decade ago. Yeah. Just randomly popping up. But yeah, now there's so many debunkers online, including us possibly. We've done a little debunking on this channel as well. But there's so many professional, hardcore, that's their job, debunkers now. The Y-Files, we mention them often. Another person that I actually have up here for reference. But the story itself is really interesting. We're going to kind of dive into it. I got the story up here. Essentially, just to kind of break into it here for a second. It takes place in the Ukraine. This gentleman pops up in the year 2006, dressed in unusual clothing. And I think he's in the middle of the street. This is actually where he just kind of pops up in the middle of the street. And he's from, what year was it? From 1956, if I'm not mistaken?
I'm going to say 58.
1958. So he's saying he's from 1958. He's very confused. He doesn't know what's happening. Clearly confused about what is surrounding him as well, right? Being from 1958 in the Ukraine.
And this is the year 2006. I don't know if you said that, but
I think so at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, I got confused on this because I was trying to dive into this a little bit earlier, Dan, and I remember saying to you, I'm real frustrated because I can't find this supposed footage of, because apparently once they arrest this guy, I use that word loosely, they took this guy into custody to kind of figure out what's going on, because he hands over identification that is from the years that he's talking about. They look up the name that he gives them, Sergei Ponomarenko. They look that name up, and it's from a different era, from 1958. But
and
they take him in.
His ID is Soviet Union as well, which had been disbanded at this time.
Right. That's a major major part of the story actually. And they take this guy in and they have him see a psychiatrist, which one would, I would imagine, right?
Yep. And the psychiatrist took him seriously.
And dude,
instead of thinking he was just a crazy person, he tried to dig in and get answers from him.
And I earlier, like when I was kind of digging into this myself, I thought that I didn't think it was real, but I thought that there was more. I mean, again, I was looking for footage that I don't even know if could exist, right? Like I was seriously trying to find this though, because I was trying to dig in as much as I could. But it even, again, I'm going to actually pull up the story and we can read into it. But there's another part of the story where, after he sees the psychiatrist, he goes into a room that he never comes out of, right? He disappears into the thin air again. And I think the real confusion is coming from the way that this is presented in its original form, where it's coming from. Because it's presented very seriously.
And worth noting is he had a camera with him and the camera was an older style camera from the time period he says he was from. The film was, so the psychiatrist was actually kind of a amateur photographer himself, so he knew about film and cameras. And he said that the film had been discontinued in like the 70s, and they stopped making it at that time.
Super
and
interesting.
This film was in remarkable condition for how old it would have to be. Because, I mean, even if this film, like this guy was just pranking, he would have to have film from the 1970s, and it wouldn't be in as good a condition as it is. But anyway, they started developing the photos, and they're seeing photos of this man that they have in custody in what appears to be like a 1950s Kiev, Ukraine.
Yeah. Like it actually all sort of lines up the story, right? Real quick, hold on. I do want to get this before it disappears here. Creed coming through tonight with a $1.99 and showing off I see a beer in there. I see a liquor drink. I see a martini, peace, love, and a cat in sunglasses. Creed, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. She is stray. I'll say it, Dan.
Shit, string. This ain't like the drug game.
Did you watch Cocaine Bear yet?
No, I didn't.
Son of a bitch, dude. I already want to rewatch it. I already want to rewatch that shit.
You sold me. I'm going to watch it.
It's so good. So yeah, look at this. This is even further. I got a bunch of pictures up here. So, okay, actually, this is also a UFO story. So part of his story is that the last picture he took was this right here. This is on his camera roll. Again, this was actually on the roll that they went and got, again, supposedly. Actually, what is the word I'm looking for there? Developed. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
A UFO.
That's not the one, is it?
That's the one that I found, online. That's the last.
I saw a different one.
Like something that was more detailed?
It was a different picture. I mean, from the one that I saw was supposedly from his camera, so.
Yeah. I mean, this is really blown up. Like, I zoomed way in. Like.
Well, no, this one, it's like a black.
Oh, shit.
It's a black and white photo, so it's like a black object, and it looked different. It looked a little bit. It was bell-shaped.
No, I do actually know. It's in that documentary thing. No, I do remember that.
That's.
I wonder if this is like colorized and it's made it have this the way it looks. I don't know. That's weird. You're right though. I totally remember that. But this was on the camera roll. Him and his girlfriend.
So that's him and his girlfriend
having a good day. What looked like in 1958 Ukraine.
Some of these pictures they had cars from that era. They're like the city itself looked different.
Here it is. I had it
there
here
it is.
too.
That's
yeah, dude. What did I have there? I don't even know why. Maybe I fucked that up there. My bad. Misinformation coming straight from PubliclyBuzzed. But yeah, Dan was 100% right. But how strange though? Like you're like, okay, yeah, all right, dude, sure.
Yeah, that's the story. He saw this bell-shaped thing in the sky. He snapped a picture of it, and then all of a sudden was transported into 2006.
He's like, I'm so fucking sure, bro. Let's just go develop this. Oh my god, what the hell's on here? It looks like he's from. And if this was on there, definitely. But that was part of his story. He's like, one of the last thing he remembers was this, and then the next thing he remembers is being in the year 2006 in the middle of the modern day, as of then, 2006 modern day Ukraine. So.
Yep.
Pretty fucking crazy. And then, again, let me get into the story here just a little bit. But I'm glad I had that up. That was perfect timing. And again, I'm actually going to show this straight out the gate because this is the footage that I was looking for, but I wanted all of it, right? I'm like, where's this whole interview? Where is this? So, I was under the impression while I'm actually going into this, not thinking it's necessarily real, but thinking that there is a guy out here that was interviewed saying this shit. So, and look how convincing.
Part of the story is that they had cameras on him when they detained him and stuff. So that footage should exist, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
This is all in Russian, so.
Yeah, that's one shitty thing too. It was really hard to kind of dive into this story because everything I found, this is from literally a 40-minute documentary. I have no clue what's going on in. And sadly, I'd love to have it, someone to honestly decipher what's happening in a lot of this.
Yeah,
Translate.
Когда он вошел, я попросил его присесть. Он выполнил мою...
They're saying this is a psychiatrist.
Yep.
Right here. And again, that was just a snippet of what, we're going to get back into it. Just look how convincing this is.
Молодой человек, с вами все в
It's
порядке?
got the camera.
Yep. And I believe that's his
Молодой
ID or
человек, если вы
passport or
будете
whatever
все время молчать,
on top of the clipboard.
и мы с вами
Very convenient as well.
не найдем общего языка, мне будет очень трудно вам помочь.
Я не уверен, что мне нужна ваша помощь.
Но почему вы так думаете?
Какой сегодня день?
23 апреля 2006 года.
Последнее, что я помню, это среда, 23 апреля 1958 года.
Это очень интересно. Вы хотите сказать, что оказались в будущем, с вашей точки зрения?
Я не знаю.
В принципе, это похоже.
So yeah, that's just to give you a vibe of what I was looking for earlier because I was like, okay, I need all of that.
I can't believe you found it.
It ended up finding the documentary. That was some deep devil wording on Google because for a second I couldn't.
Because even the title's in Russian. And I mean, we can't even type those words.
Dude, every comment on this video is in Russian.
I can't remember what they call that, their alphabet. There's a
So
word for it.
on through here, they're getting in again. They're getting deep into this. So you're like, okay, all right, where the fuck is this? There's more footage. There's more footage of him here talking to the psychiatrist. Again, I think this is the most compelling part when I was looking into the story.
Ну, что-нибудь не так?
Видите ли, Сережа, я больным вас не считаю, но кое в чем мне нужно разобраться. Я надеюсь на вашу помощь.
Я здесь сижу и хочу вернуться.
Again, just the vibe of it. I apologize because it is in another language, but I think I wanted to read on this one. Yeah, on the 23rd, what was it, April? I should have put the date in there. I think
23rd of April.
I think it was April, though. A strange man stood in the street in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, wearing an old Soviet military uniform with an old camera in hand. I am very curious about the passing pedestrians and vehicles. His strange behavior was noticed by the police. He immediately investigated the man and asked him why he was here. The man said he did not know. The police asked him to show his ID card. After the man took out his ID card, the police were puzzled because this is not a modern ID card at all, but an identity from the last century. According to the ID, the man's name is Sergei Ponomarenko. I think I've got that. I think Sergei Ponomarenko, and his birthplace, Kiev. And again, look at this. This was the card here, the ID. At this time, when the police saw the ID card, they were even more confused because the ID card. Let me get a drink here. Feral Friday, baby. Because the ID card had not only his name and birth time, but also the official seal of each agency. If fraud is to be done, it is almost impossible. The date of birth shows that it was 1932, but now it's 2006. If we calculate according to the time, this man is in front of me should be 74 years old, but this man is in his 20s or 30s. The police then asked him again, what are you doing here? Sergey, I'm butchering it all to hell. As predicted, Mandy, I'm sure there's a poll somewhere.
Well, Mandy actually said, why does Steve say Russian names better than Dara? God, she's funny.
Oh, God, that's hilarious. Oh, Thank you all, seriously, for hanging out here on Phil Friday. Love it, baby. Love it. Let's go. Oh, wrong thing. Hold on. Boom, boom. Let me get this back. No way the police thought they had a mental illness, so they sent him to a psychiatric hospital and found him a psychologist named Dr. Paul Kurtikov. Paul brought Sergey to the office. After entering the room, he became very careful. He was very curious about everything around him, as if I had never seen anything before. Sergey watched even the clock on the office wall for a long time, faced with Paul's questions, and that's what we just watched, guys. And that was what was grabbing me earlier. I was like, man, what the fuck? Where is this footage? He said he was born again in June 1632, and he was only 25 years old, a photography enthusiast, again with that old camera that we were just shown as well. When asked how he came to this day and age, Sergei said that he took a camera out and for a walk and took some photos. As a result, he heard a particularly harsh sound on his head before he walked far. When he looked up, he found a huge building suspended in mid-air. He was very excited at the time and quickly took out his camera. As a result, just after the filming, he appeared on the streets of what is now Kiev City. Looking at the tall buildings in front of him, Sergei felt incredible. And he didn't understand why he appeared here. After that, he was arrested by police. He's like, immediately, straight to jail. Hey, what the hell you doing here, weirdo? What are you looking around at these fucking buildings for? I don't like it.
That is weird. That's a kind of a bit of a.
I don't like it at all, bud. Hold on.
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that? I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
While you're paused, we got a super chat that.
Oh shit. Woo! Iron Range Rube coming through. Have you guys ever touched on the Stanford prison experiment 1971? Cheers, fellas. Thank you, first of all, for coming through here, Iron Range Rube, and popping off that 20 on a Feral Friday. Appreciate the shit out of it. But let me also put that in the Google machine over here to the left of me, so I don't.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't right off. I'm gonna, and I might just need my brain rattle a little and get refreshed. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard of it.
Oh, is this the one where they had people that came in and some were prisoners and some were correctional officers, and like they took their roles way too serious after a while and fell right into them? Like the correctional officers started being real abusive to these people that I don't even think they had to be a part of it, but they did. You know what I mean? Is that what's going on? Carried out in August 15th through 21 of 71 in a basement in Jordan Hall. The Stanford prison experiment set out to examine the psychological effects of authority and powerlessness in a prison environment. I think that's what that is, and I think I've never deep dove it, but man, that one's fucking crazy.
I hadn't heard of it.
Dude, that's a great one. I think that one might be the next one. You might have just done a Feral Friday. Next Friday's already in the books, but maybe the next Friday. Yeah, that's a good one. That's going to be cool. Yeah, Iron again, $20. Thank you so much. First of all, I didn't even give him with the love, baby. Hold on.
When was that? You said?
1971.
Oh wow.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Make sure to mark your calendars for that one. We'll do that one in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Because next week we are doing Lisa Ribicoff is coming back for her second appearance, and we're going to be deep diving polygraph experiments and machines and just a lie detector talk, quite frankly. I'm excited for that. So yeah, mark your calendar for
psychic experiments gone wrong is also, we could do a couple.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's going to be a good one.
For that suggestion, Allie.
Allie out here dropping them in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Thank you very much. Jen, thank you for coming in here as well. Appreciate it. Going into the weekend, guys. Make sure I'm in the right place here. As a result, after the filming, he appeared on the streets. Am I in the right place here? Yeah, okay, looking at the tall buildings. Okay, hold on. At the time, Paul suggested that since he took that photo, we should wash out the photo in the camera to know if Sergey had lied. Afterwards, Paul contacted a professional photographer friend. And again, he knew this camera. And then what Dan was saying before we dove in here, he noticed that the film inside the camera actually looked pristine and was from the era that he said it was from, which is pretty fucking trippy. Again, another layer to the story that makes you go, okay, you know, because there's so many time traveler stories that instantly you can call bullshit on, I feel like. However, this camera had been discontinued around the 1970s. Some photography enthusiasts would collect. I can't talk tonight, guys. Even worse, old-fashioned cameras, and they are not as old and new as Sergei's. Moreover, the production of the film that came with his camera. I guess I could blow it up a little bit too. Boom, you see it a little bit better. Sorry about that. Yep. And the camera had been discontinued. After listening to Vadim's introduction, everyone was even more confused. Afterwards, everyone asked Vadim to quickly wash out the film to see if there was a UFO. Since this film was made in the last century, it was not smoothly developed. After Vadim worked hard to develop it, the content inside it really, as Sergei said, there is a giant floating object in the sky. And again, that's the photo we just showed again, what looks like a fucking UFO in 1958. And also on this camera roll was Sergei with his girlfriend hanging out in front of buildings that didn't even exist anymore. After Vadim finished developing the photos, he went to study the film again. He said the ordinary film can only be restored for 20 or 30 years, and it needs to be frozen and sealed. But this film, Sergei's, is really strange. Obviously, the production has been discontinued, and it can be saved for use now, and the wash photos are so clear. The more Vadim thought about it, the more incredible he felt, and he still wanted to ask Sergei again as a result, just when they were about to find Sergei again. At this time, he mysteriously disappeared again. And there's footage of this as well. It's probably on that video we were just watching. He enters this room. He never comes out of this room. Again, just adding fuel to the fire in the internet age. You got to keep that in mind. And this is not even, it was hard to find anything on this, but this was... from a television show in another country. So once it and it's easy to be swept up in this. I got swept up in it earlier, already kind of knowing that it's got to be bullshit. So, and still for a moment, I was like, man, because there's kind of a bullshit story inside of a bullshit story with this one. Because from the perspective of intimacy, the two should be in oh wait, hold on. I think I skipped something. Well,
yes, 2006. Yep.
Yeah. And so another layer to this, they go and find this lady, okay? The lady from 1858 in these photos. She's still alive. She's in her 70s now. Bam. Okay, I got a photo down here as well. Bam. And she's like, oh yeah, I know this dude. Yeah, he disappeared that day, came back a couple days later, and then he disappeared again. And then he didn't come back. Okay. Yep. So he sends another photo that this lady shows everybody of this man that he had sent of him from the year 2050. Okay. So, and this is the photo right here. Actually, I should have probably popped up the other one first. It's still either way hard to see. I don't have it either way. So
I believe even this landscape is like not possible.
Right. Yeah. And it's, if you really look at it, it's just duplicated too. All these buildings are the same.
Yep.
It looks like...
Oh, it's even highlighted. Somebody has already highlighted.
Yeah. I meant to show the other one first, but I don't even have it up here. But yeah, it's a totally manipulated photo to begin with. But, looking at it at first, you would totally be like, holy shit. There's lots of videos where people are taking the younger version of him and the older version, and showing that it is the same guy. But when you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, this is from a television show in the Ukraine that was basically, what I'm kind of gathering is like, does anybody remember those shows like Beyond Belief? Where they tell stories and they have recreations of those stories. This footage that we're seeing with him with the psychiatrist is like a recreation. Even this lady's a part of that video from that 1+1, I think the network was. It's interesting. Actually, I have somebody up to explain it here. Let me just look through the chat here real quick. Probably explain it a little bit more detailed than me, actually. Even though I think we're banging it out here. This is a good one, man. This one got me earlier.
Apparently, there's a secret drinking game about you mispronouncing names.
Wow. I believe it.
Stevie, she said, "Stop pronouncing Sergey correctly."
Sergey. Damn, I like it actually. That's awesome.
I don't believe you. I'm sober enough to know what I'm doing, and I'm drunk enough to really enjoy doing it.
We out here, baby. We out here. Feral Friday in full effect. Loving it. Let's do it, baby. Did y'all like my new ones?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a Russian. I'm a Russian. Y'all didn't even know it. I'm an Irish Russian. Lurking in the streets, baby. I'm going to let this guy explain this.
We need to figure out how to get Wendy on the show just so you can use that soundbite. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I don't
just
remember.
Spam her with it.
Yeah. All right.
Show. It was a show called Aliens that aired on a Ukrainian channel called 1+1 in 2012. There were 10 episodes total. The episode that tells this story is the third episode. It's titled Time Traveler. It's an entire series about different stories of alien abductions and stuff. Other titles include Alien Abductions, Levitation Effect, Phantoms, and Crop Circles. And the show actually featured a disclaimer at the beginning that translates to, quote, "The Alien series aims to restore scenes of controversial topics. Any theory or hypothesis proposed cannot be considered to be correct, and further scientific research is required. All scene restorations are based on the statements of witnesses. There's no conclusive evidence to prove the existence of aliens. Your opinion on this issue is up to you." So yeah, the show itself says any theory proposed cannot be considered to be correct, which is more than you ever get from the History Channel. And it's also careful to point out that these are scene restorations. So all these images of Sergei that keep showing up on every website and every video that talks about this story, those are all recreations. This is not real interview footage, which kind of feels obvious to me, but I guess I spend more time around cameras than most people. And besides, there's a few pretty glaring details that are...
You calling me a moron, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Because it wasn't obvious to me!
Sounds like the general public are idiots to this guy.
It wasn't obvious to me! No, maybe he's a smart lad.
No, fuck this guy.
Oh, God, he's going in. Creed 64. Love the new sounds. Hell yeah, there we go. Coming through, baby. Oh, did that pop up? Did that not pop up?
What the fuck is going on?
Hold on. What the hell's going on? They've been popping up, though, right?
I don't know if I've seen any.
Son of a bitch. Huh. There it is. Bam! I think it actually was kind of glitched for a second there. But there we go, babe.
This is gun country.
You get a very rare It's Gun Country Creed 64. Love it, baby. Thank you very much for coming through here. Yeah, I think he just called us all idiots. Or he called me an idiot. Annie, I mean, you an idiot. I don't want to speak for everyone in the chat.
To be fair, I had never seen that footage before, and when you played it, I mean, to be fair, again, I already know the story.
Yeah.
But the acting was a little subpar to me on the guy that's supposed to be.
Okay, you're calling me an idiot too.
I'm just saying he wasn't very convincing when I saw that footage. I'm just saying.
I was in, baby. I was like, all right, yeah, let's go. He's got footage? He was interviewed?
If I didn't know the story completely, then I very easily could have been fooled. But I knew the story, so it's easier. Hindsight 2020 is not the right saying, but like knowing that it's fake helps you pick out those little, details.
I found it. Angel. Damn it, Steve. Stop pronouncing Sierra Gay.
Well, she spelled it wrong.
Properly. We're trying to play a drinking game. Oh my God. Wow. Where's that chat at? I want that chat recorded for future lawsuits. I've got a lawyer. His name's Bob Botta.
On retainer.
I love it, baby. Let's go. PubliclyBuzzed has a lawyer. Can you believe that? I can't. Monday is an insane show. I'm going to plug it real quick. Monday, a rare Now, I'm going to edit a video tomorrow also. I'm going to make it cool. So it's a special presentation is what it's called. PubliclyBuzzed Live, a special presentation. We have Dr. Turtleboy coming on the show. Okay, going to be hanging out with defense attorney Bob Motta. And together, we're going to present a show. We're going to have a live stream. It's going to be a special presentation. Hope you can come hang out. We're going to be talking the Karen Reed case. and getting deep with it with the guy that is making that shit blow up right now. So again, everybody that's coming through right now from his channel and his world, thank you very much. We've went up about 100 new subs in the last day since he shared out a tweet and shared out some love on Facebook. So yeah, thank you so much for new folks rolling through. Hope you enjoy what you see. And yeah, Monday's going to be a good one, folks. I think it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, we were originally just going to have Turtle Boy on, and then we got Bob Monty at the same time, which is insane.
Isn't that insane?
The guy that's probably the most knowledgeable about the Karen Reed case, at least that I know of so far, that I've found.
The guy that
you got
turned us onto it.
Yeah,
Bob
you
Mata.
got Bob Mata, a defense lawyer, knows the law. I mean, interesting conversation, and it won't be like what we saw last time we saw Turtle Boy talk to a lawyer.
No. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a real fun one. So yeah, again, appreciate the hell out of it, man. Appreciate you even coming on here, and letting our community hear from the fucking source, the one that's putting it out there, dude. Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. Hold on, let me look through the chat here just for a second. See what's going on.
Doctor. I need to remember to call him Doctor.
Boom. Oh, the beer's in the chat, rocking and rolling here. Hold on, let me go up. What's going on?
Oh, you missed one.
Holly Berry. Boom. I gotta send it out. Holly Berry. Hold on, girl. Hold on.
I really wish there was a way to slightly edit that to sound like Holly instead of Hallie. How good would that be?
That would be dope. Oh yeah, look at them beers flowing.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
Getting it. Good stuff. But yeah, again, he just called us all idiots. But I was watching his breakdown earlier. I know there's a Y-Files on it as well, and I'd probably enjoy that one a little bit further. But this one was a little bit shorter. Actually, the end of this is him going into some other stuff, and I
think the Y-Files on this one's only like 12 or 13 minutes.
Oh shit, that's a shorter one then. Damn, because they usually go about 30, 40.
Yep.
I need to watch the new Y-Files. You said that one. You was interested in that one, the cicada.
Oh yeah.
What was it called? Did I fuck it up? Probably. Is there another drink going on out there?
3133. Yes, it's cicada.
Cicada, you damn right.
3301. 3301. Cicada 3301. Yeah. Oh, that one's fucking insane. Yeah.
That's going to be a good one too.
That one is like, I mean, we don't need to get into it, but it's super interesting because like, whoever did this, it's a big giant fucking cipher puzzle, is what it is. They put it out on the internet. People had to figure it out. Why are they doing this though? They're like recruiting people, right? They're recruiting like these really smart people who can decrypt messages and figure out, like, do these puzzles. Like, I mean, there was speculation that the fucking CIA did it, or something like that, right?
Like a mass experiment or something.
Yeah, trying to get like the smartest cryptographers they can find.
Shit. All of a sudden, they see somebody getting close or solving it. They got a knock at your door. Hey. How you doing?
Well, there were winners, and yeah, we don't know who they are. They didn't come out, and
oh wow, something happened then. Makes it even more suspicious and interesting. Yeah, I'll be checking that one out. I've been deep on that stuff. Yeah, but hold on, I want to see. Hold on,
we're wrong in this episode.
Hang on. Wait a second. Aspiring court reporter said she only comes for that song, the Holly Berry song.
Whoa, where's she at?
I'm insulted.
Oh my God, you done insulted Dan. He's about to go off. I see Knox Girl hanging out in here too. What's going on? New member, Knox Girl. Damn, Dan's out here. He's ready to go.
She said I come here just to hear that song.
Oh man, well I'm gonna give her. Dude, I bet Jay has got some sunburns. He's been out there having a vacation, hanging and banging.
Is he on vacation?
Yeah, he's hanging and banging. Yeah, he's on vacation. And probably done got. I hope he's using sunscreen though. I was kidding.
He's got that olive skin. He probably doesn't burn bad.
Now, I've got the worst skin ever. Ginger skin. Ginger skin God. In the sun. Yeah, dude. If I don't use...
We do not tan.
Yeah, I went to Bonnaroo.
We turn red.
Various shades of red. And was an idiot and didn't take sunscreen and literally got sun poisoning on my legs.
Dude, I remember that. That was nasty.
Dude, like
they were swollen.
It didn't go away. Like I'm like, this is, I guess, going to go away. Nope. 3 weeks later, it didn't go away. So I had to go to the doctor, and that told me it was sun poisoning. I had to get a cream. Like they told me, like, and I mean, it's a scary thing to hear, but they told me like there could be long-term complications down the road.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully that just doesn't happen, but
yeah,
I fucked up. That's what I did, and that was like 2009. Like. So it's been a minute.
Yeah, I remember that. That was insane.
But yeah, they were gross looking. Let's just say that. Let's just say not smart walking around in the. And I make sure if I go to the beach, I'm going anywhere. It's in my head now. Like that really did mess me up.
I never put sunscreen on. But I also avoid the fucking sun.
I never really do. I'm really talking if we are, you know what I mean? If I know something's going to be happening, that's very rare, but every once in a while.
Yeah, like you got to be out there all day.
Yeah.
For some crazy shit like that to happen.
But it's fun.
I did one time, I was at a party, like a day party. So it was like an all day thing. We were outside. Dude, my arm, it was just my left arm.
What's up, Shirley?
Got sunburned from the elbow down. My hand was crazy sunburned, and when I woke up the next day, my wrist and like hand was completely swollen.
Dude,
so it was a very similar. Like it wasn't as bad as yours, but
you might have had some sun poisoning as well.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Dan don't even leave, y'all. He's just in the house all the time.
I don't have a fucking choice.
He doesn't even actually have to leave.
The sun destroys me.
Yeah. It's not just holding you
I am a vampire.
hostage. Now you have a dope ass porch though. You don't have to be in the sun. You can still be outside.
I got shade,
yeah,
maybe.
dude. I wish I have a porch, but I don't have a fucking roof on it. I'm jealous.
And I mean, I do change colors, but it's not like a tan. Like I have like what you might call like I don't know if you can see it, but like a farmer's tan. But
I wonder if I've got
it's
a little.
not really a tan. It's just like a slightly less white.
Just white. I'm just white. I'm just very white.
Yeah.
Irish baby. Giovanni gets brown. I wish I got like a really nice dark complexion. Like if I could, I don't even think it's possible. I don't think if I actually went to a tanning bed that I would actually get like
tanning
looking
beds,
like
maybe.
I was about to say Scott Hall, but like a really nice dark.
We could just do spray tans.
We get a nice tan, just naturally.
Spray tans would work. We could do that. Let's go turn into.
Never had sunscreen on his body in his whole life.
Let's go get to some Jersey Shore tans.
Jersey, baby. We coming to Jersey. Hey, I go into Atlantic City. We should go hang out, hit the boardwalk.
Yeah, I know people that don't have to wear it because they just don't burn.
Time travel if you could time travel to any one place, like now, not throughout like history, like, well, no, that's not even time. Is that time travel?
What are you talking about?
So like, hold on. If you could still be time traveling if like, so like, if you're driving through like the actual time period in the United States, or the time period, say you're driving through like when the time changes through a state, right? But say you're not driving. Say you're sitting here and you wanted to teleport, like actually time travel, whatever, however you get to the other place, into this other state where there's a different time. You have also, you haven't time traveled because you're not going to another time period, but you have time traveled because you're in a different time zone.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. I mean,
but you've also done it, supernaturally.
Yeah. I mean, if you teleport,
the question I was going to ask wasn't even really relevant
travel.
to what we're doing here tonight.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you could do it any place right now on Earth.
If you fly to fucking Japan, there's like a 12-hour difference.
That's why I say time travel, because even with Australia, and anytime anybody in Australia comes through the chat, I'm like, thanks for coming in from the future. They're 12 hours in the future.
Yep.
That's a fuck ton of time. That's half a day. That's crazy.
It is.
I love it.
Time is just a construct. It's not like we're all on the same time.
We're trapped inside of time.
They've just decided to make it 12 hours ahead.
But But still, even to that point again, like if you, like, it would still be time. It would still be technically time travel, especially say if you went from this point right now where we're sitting to Australia at this exact moment in time. You're not time traveling because we're not going to 1974 Australia, but we are time traveling because we're going 12 hours into the future instantly.
Well, you're just changing time zones. But
you're still technically time traveling.
I don't think so. I wouldn't call it that.
That's what I was trying to get at there. Yeah, that's kind of the debate, though, really.
Yeah.
So you're saying no?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, you can do that with flying. It doesn't have to be instant. If you fly there, you're still traveling.
I think that's what makes it time travel is it's instant. It's not just getting there naturally.
I don't know.
It's the teleportation of now.
I think time travel, you would have to actually travel to a different period in time. Even if it was 12 hours ago, right?
Right.
It would have to be actually 12 hours. Like the entire planet moved 12 hours backwards.
Right.
Not just.
What if it was 12 hours in the future where you're sitting right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's time travel.
That would be time travel, yeah.
Right. It's still time travel, I argue, if you do it in Australia.
No, because they're not reversing time. Like the people in Australia are not going backwards or forwards.
Yeah. It's still in real time
they're
now.
All the same.
Yeah. But
everybody's
you're
in
still
the
time
same
traveling.
Place, yeah, except for you. You're the only one moving. But I mean, like everything would have to change, not just your position, right? Does that make sense?
No, it does. That's kind of like where I'm at with it. Like, I think I agree with you. I think I'd still call it time travel because I understand that you're technically not time traveling at all. It's still the exact same time, linear time period that we're in a moment ago, just a different time and space with different rules technically because it's a different zone. That's why I think it's still time travel. It's not time travel because you can't change anything. You're not going to like be able to get lottery, that type of shit.
Yeah.
But it is still time travel.
What do you people think?
They're from the future, baby.
They said
Australians are from the future is what I'm getting at. They're fucking aliens. That's what I'm getting at. The roundabout. We're tying it with a bow. Australians are aliens from the future. Night. Good night. I'm just joking. I was just messing with y'all.
We just lost half our viewers.
I was like, shit, what the hell?
They rage quit us. I need a beer, though. I'll be right back.
Get that beer. Get that beer. Get that.
The roofer has the answers, I'm sure. Thank you, Mandy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike's working. Check. 1 2 1 2. Tomorrow night, please. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow day. 4 p.m. Eastern time, guys. You're going to want to come. You're going to want to hang out in the chat. It's a premiere. If you haven't been a part of a premiere here on YouTube, it's interesting. It's cool. When you show up, there's going to be a countdown that is, I think it's a 3-minute countdown to come and hang out. I mean, get in your seat, get in the theater seat, basically. And we're all together. I'll be there. Ricky will be there. Hopefully a lot of you folks will be there hanging out, watching a video again. I know that I can get better on these things. There's little things that even on this I would maybe even change now, but I can't keep doing that. I've been working on this for 2 months. Excuse me, but I'm calling it 5 killer appearances on game shows that will shock you. Killer contestants. Shout out to Shannon from the Shamming a J for the killer contestants name. But yeah, please come by. Please hang out, guys. It's only a 7.5 minute video. I would, again, I'm plugging the hell out of it because I'm proud of it as well. Get your phones out. Make a note in your phone or make an alarm that'll let you know 3:55. Hell, PubliclyBuzzed is going to have a premiere coming on. I need to get over there and watch this, and it's at that link that I just dropped there. So, it's gonna be good. I hope everybody comes and hangs out and gives me just a part of your day to check that out. And if you hate it, let me know. Get in my email publiclybuzzed@gmail.com and be like, "What the fuck is this shit? What are you doing, man? You making me miss whatever the hell's on at 4 in the day on television nowadays for this? Huh? Making me miss Murder, She Wrote? That's probably not on. That's a very old school reference. My grandma loved Murder, She Wrote. Grew up on some Murder, She Wrote. Do I apologize? What do I need to apologize about? What happened? What the hell's going on? I don't know what's going on. Lady. I'm a little too drunk to be reading this chat, too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Wait, what? I know I'm never here, but how did he get the name Ricky Cougar back? That'd be a good story, because I think he just came up with the name and started using it. Yeah, I think it was an old wrestling name that he came up with. Yeah, he did tell the story. That's right. Yeah, him and a buddy of ours that like wrestling used to put together, like, you know, I forget how they put it together, but he'd have to tell the story. We'll get it when he gets back. I'm totally just rambling. Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Murder Church. Directly behind me here, as you can see, folks, Murder Church. We do the thing. We're watching the Jeffrey Dahmer trial. Week 13 is approaching, and yeah, I hope everybody will come and hang out as that thing continues to grow as well. Kaylin, what's up? What's happening? I was not late. I think I was slightly late, actually, now that you're saying that. What's Mandy saying? You hung up on us. Who did I hang up on? What? Oh, the beer koozie. Yeah, it's a Myrtle Beach beer koozie. Actually, South Carolina. I didn't go to Myrtle Beach this year. Every once in a while. Usually we do go to Myrtle Beach. This year we didn't go, actually, because Gypsy's been so, you know, sort of unfortunately sick. I don't want to put her in a kennel or nothing. Want to make sure she's good to go, baby. We got Jamie G pranked us, and now you too. What's going on? I missed something up here. It's hard to catch up. Whatever I missed in chat, you'll have to catch me up later. The P dot. Well, I mean, so I think Jay explained it best, but I mean, is Dan back yet also? No, he's not, son of a bitch. He just left me coasting up here. The P dot is essentially like every male's gotten a P dot anyways. You know, sometimes after you get done taking a piss, you gotta shake it a little bit. You know, it happens.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
And sometimes you get a little pee drizzle. Little pee dribble on your pants, and if you're wearing something, unfortunately, like you know, some pants that that any kind of liquid would be easily seen on, you gotta wear dark colors, especially if you're in the workplace. Is one thing that I would give advice for. Yeah, a P dot is something that every male, you know, if they say that they've never had a P dot, they're lying to you. Okay. We're just covered from Jaime G. Is it Jaime? Yeah, Jaime G prank leaving drunk turkey, and then you prank ended. Oh, gotcha. Okay, caught up there. My 3-year-old learned what a P dot is the other day at a restaurant, and I got to see it firsthand. Oh my god. Uh-oh, I hear him back. Here we go. Oh, hey. Dan, explain exactly, because I didn't remember I remember, you know, hanging out with Chad, how we used to, the name thing, how you got Ricky Cougar back. Mm-hmm. But give the details of it, because I've kind of like forgot.
It wasn't Chad. It was a guy, a coworker.
Okay.
We would always, we just always make up. I mean, me and Chad do it too. We make up names all the time, and I actually kind of introduced that to him.
Khakis. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of the word khakis so bad a second ago.
So we would come up with funny names, and one that he came up with was Ricky Cougarback, which was a play on John Cougar Mellencamp.
And dude, you came up with.
I couldn't, like, I was like, that's the best name I've ever heard.
Yeah,
so
man.
I literally made a note in my phone, and I've been using it ever since.
It's the best. Like, even just saying it out loud. Oh yeah. Daniel knows. Only real men go out in white khaki shorts. Commando. Oh, fuck. Damn. That's some next level shit. That's some real confidence. You know, real confidence is when you know the P dot's going to be there, and you still just say, fuck it. I ain't going to wrap a towel. I ain't going to try to hide the P dot. What am I going to do? Carry a change of pants with me at all times? No. I'm going to represent all P dots for men all across the world.
Then there's the accident where
Khakis.
you wash your hands and it splashes a little bit, and then it looks like you got a pee dot, but it's not really a pee dot.
That's actually that's hell. Like, that's hell every day. You're stuck in a Groundhog Day loop of fuck.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Somebody in chat one time, actually I think it was in one of Jay's chats, said that it reminded them of John Cougar Mellencamp, and I was like, holy shit, that's actually like where it comes from. And then someone else had said that it reminds them of Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby, and then there was also a cougar in that movie.
Even mentioning that, for reference here, Jen, I thought it was an Anchorman play.
Oh shit, yeah, interesting.
Wild Thing going to come through, gift out a couple of memberships. Wild Thing, thank you so much. Who's going to get these things? Antron going to pick one up. PJ going to pick one up. Newman25, great name. Liz Rodriguez and Morph Makes. Oh, welcome everybody. Pass out the beers first of all in the chat real quick, everybody. Let's go.
I'll drink to it right here live.
Crack a few open right there. Love it, baby. Let's go. I'll get you. You know what I'm gonna give you? I'm gonna give you a couple beers. I'm gonna give you a liquor drink. And I'm gonna give you one of these things. One of these things right there.
And Stevie got all the names right.
That's rare. Yeah.
So no drinks for you people in there.
They're probably wasted after
playing that game
after the Sergey story.
Sergey.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
The American way is probably just Sergey, right? That's how most people say it.
How'd you say it?
Got to put that. Most Americans would say just Sergey.
Sergey. Sergio.
Sergey is like the put a little accent.
You got to say it with confidence.
Sergey.
If you're going to be reading out here, you just got to be confident and keep rolling, baby.
Yep.
That's how I've learned.
Sergey. Listen, it's Sergey. Sergey, what was his name? Pavlich. Sergey Pavlich. Whatever it was.
Sergey. Who was the dude from GTA 4?
Kiev, Ukraine. Nico Bellic.
Nico. That's right. Yep. Wasn't there a Sergey on there?
Probably. He was Ukrainian.
I ain't even going to try to do any kind of Russian accents.
Sergio. Where did that come from? Sergei.
Sergio. I showed Dan that artist painting of my friends that to have of their set for their pod, since you guys talked about having a painting done of you two. I think you aced it. Dan told me about that. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, what are those guys' names? You actually showed me them before she.
Oh man, I forgot now. I showed them because she showed me actually.
They're pretty funny.
What's their names? Caitlin, put it in the chat there because those dudes are hilarious. They have a great podcast. I should reach out to them. I wonder if they'd come on. Shoot the shit on a Friday. I would say that'd be a bad day for them because they're also comedians. They're probably working.
Well, I guess does she know? I think she knows the artist, so maybe she could just hook us up with him instead.
Let's go, baby. That would be cool to get some paintings for the
Corey and Trey. Yeah.
So when are you going to be setting up your Publicly Buzzed, son?
I don't know. I'm intimidated by it.
You were freaking out last night.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into it tomorrow.
I really got to figure out where it's going to go exactly because I don't want to put fucking holes in my wall.
Gilgo like dildo.
I might just fucking, if it's even possible. No, it's not. I mean, maybe. I might just do some nails.
Do I need to change it? Everybody in the chat's on edibles just freaking out from the background. That's what I like to hear, though. I could make it something different in real time.
I should have gotten a a power strip, so I could plug it up and show people what it looks like lit up.
I don't know. I got to get into the beer though.
Okay.
And I will return in a moment.
All right.
In just a moment.
Damn, are we already done with the time traveler?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of a short story, yeah.
Let me see. I'm just going to go back here real quick to the one I was reading. Yeah, we touched on everything, I think, within the story. It's a good one though. It's really cool. It'd be good to really do like a deep dive, even like if you're going to watch one of these videos that explores it even deeper than the guy that I was showing you all. I just really want to show his ending because I like that he showed where it came from. A show in Ukraine called Aliens.
We could go over John Titor next when you get back.
Yeah. Actually, I think I still have his. No, I don't. No, I have Richard Bird from last night up. Hold on. John Titor. Which one was that one? Posted on an internet message board claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036. He said his name was John Titor, and he wrote about the dystopian future from which he came, a time of war, famine, and destruction. Is this the one that has like videos?
He actually, well, he posted pictures of his time travel machine. I think he posted some pictures of like the manual.
Right, there was a manual. Oh yeah, right here.
He was just posting on a forum, telling people about how he time travels, how it all works. Really interesting. I think the thing, and he's not technically can't be debunked, but the issue with him is he predicted a war in like 2013 or something, and obviously that didn't happen. So, like a world war, like not just a.
Okay, I'll be right back.
But maybe he prevented it by time traveling and letting us know.
Yeah, even just talking about it, he could have changed the effect. Yeah, changed the sequence of events in real time. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Read the fucking manual. RTFM. And he didn't post like an entire manual. He posted like a couple of pages or something. And it's all fake, I'm sure. I think he's kind of hard to debunk, except that his predictions were wrong. I think he may have actually had some correct predictions, though. I can't remember. Oh, that was... When did he do this? 2000 and 2001 is when he was around. Is this background really fucking with people? I love it. I think it looks awesome. I wish I could show you the light, but I don't think Is there something I can unplug over here? What is this? I don't even know what the fuck this is. No. Oh shit, I can plug it up right here. I'm an idiot. Hey, it's bright. It's very bright. There she is. Damn, it's bright. It's way brighter than I thought it was going to be. Looks nice. Looks pretty cool. Maybe put it back here. God, my camera, it just blows out on the camera. You can't even read it. And there's no controller with it that allows you to change the brightness. Damn. I might have to turn the exposure down on my camera and it might be okay. Steve didn't go to do anything. We don't talk about it. We both have one, Mandy. Stevie's got one too. It's so fucking bright. I bet if I hung it up back there over my shoulder here, I could probably turn my exposure on my camera down and it would look okay. I could put it back there, yeah, like what Jen's saying. Hang it up maybe right under that painting. Oh, maybe there's a phone app. I have instructions on how to hang it, and then there's a couple of other things. I probably just need. Oh wait, there's a controller. I'm an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Shit. I plugged up the light, and dude, have you plugged yours up yet?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, it's bright.
Yeah, I put some pictures online.
Oh, I don't remember seeing it lit up.
Yeah, when I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bright.
And I also just realized there's a controller with it, so because I was telling them there's no controller, there's no way to turn it down.
You can see the future. You telling the future in here?
I don't think so. Yeah, old John Titor. John Titor. And Allie calls me out. I just said, read the fucking manual, and then Allie calls me out because I didn't read the manual for the damn light.
So it does seem easy?
Not the hanging up part, I don't think. I don't think that seems easy.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. Like, I lit it up, and I didn't know that you could turn it. I didn't realize there was a remote with it.
Yeah, I think I remember reading this. They ended up coming up that this was like some hacker, right? Like a renowned hacker.
I don't know.
That like spread viruses and shit.
Really?
I think maybe if I'm remembering this right.
I don't think he did anything. He was literally, as far as I remember, he was just posting stuff on forums.
Like, yeah, but like they ended up like deep diving and figuring out who really did it.
Oh, really?
Who was really behind them, and it was like some hacker.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Let me see here. The first post using John Titor's military symbol appeared on the Time Travel Institute forums on November 2nd, 2000 under the username timetravel_0. The post discussed time travel in general, the first one being in the 6 parts description of the components required for the working time machine and responses to questions from other posters about such a machine how such a machine might work. These early posts.
But I do know, before we get too deep, I do know that the guy, whoever was making these posts, had an actual understanding of like theoretical physics. Like he knew how time travel could potentially work.
Interesting. That's what made it more believable.
Yeah.
These early posts tended to be short. A second thread was also made due to shortcomings of the forum. The name John Titor was first introduced in January of 2001 when timetravel_0 began posting at the Art Bell BBS forums, which required a name for every account. The final Titor post was made on late March of 2001. So around 3 months of posts. Later around 2003, various websites compiled Titor's posts, rearranging them into narratives. Not all of these sites refer to the original dates that the messages were posted on the forums. In his online postings, Titor claimed to be an American soldier from the year 2036, based in Tampa, Florida. He said that he was assigned to a governmental time travel project, and that as part of the project, he was sent back to 1975 to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer. which was needed to debug various legacy computer programs that existed in 2036. A possible reference to the Unix year 2038 problem. The IBM 5100.
This shit is all super believable. It's crazy.
Yeah, he went back to get that computer because that predated all the bullshit, right? All the craziness that we're into now. Is that right? Like the coding and stuff?
There's the Unix year 2038 problem, I think, has to do with like, so the highest number that can be stored for like a year, for example, it's stored as, let's say it's stored as like in a 32-bit machine, that number can only be so high. Now we have 64-bit machines, so that number can be a lot higher. But in, I think, the year 2038, that number will reach its cap and some shit's going to break.
Almost like the Y2K scare.
Exactly like the Y2K scare. Yes.
That's what they're weirding out about. Yeah, the IBM 5100 runs the APL and BASIC programming languages. Titor said that he had been selected for this mission because his parental godfather was directly involved in the original assembly and programming of the 5100. He attempted to provide proof of this by describing unpublicized features of the 5100, which led some people to believe that a computer scientist must be behind the posts. Titor said that he was on a stopover in the year 2000 for personal reasons to collect pictures lost in the future Civil War and to visit his family, to whom he spoke of. Titor also said that for several months he had been trying to warn anyone who would listen about the potential threat of, here we go, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, spread through beef products. Everyone drink, I'm sure, here. And about the possibility of an upcoming civil war within the United States. When questioned about the topic, Titor also expressed interest in mysteries such as UFOs, which he said remained unexplained in his time. Titor suggested the UFOs and extraterrestrials might be time travelers with superior time machines from much further into the future than his own time. Time machine. Titor described his time machine on several occasions. In one early post, he described it as a stationary mass temporal displacement unit powered by two topspin dual positive singularities, improving a standard off-test Tipler sinusoid. Fuck you on that one. Sinusoid, bitch.
Boom.
The earliest post was more explicit, detailing the components of the machine: two magnetic housing units for the dual micro singularities, an electron injection manifold to alter mass and gravity of the micro singularities, a cooling and X-ray venting machine, gravity sensors, or a variable gravity lock, four main CISM clocks. Celsium? Probably cesium. Maybe drink on that one. Three main computer units. According to the post, the device was installed in the rear of a 66 Chevrolet Corvette convertible. Later post mentioned an 87 truck with four-wheel drive. Okay, so he had some predictions, right?
Yep. And he chose the vehicle because he wanted to fit in to the time period. People were like, why would you use a truck as your time machine? A 1987, you know what I mean?
Same.
And he had an answer for it. He had answers for everything. This guy was actually super smart.
Yeah, I like the way he actually kind of writes it out. I mean, again, this is the best type of con or whatever you want to call it, because it's somebody that has some knowledge in the field, right? Whether that field is whatever science is, you would need to have this terminology to make this seem believable, or hell, maybe it's just a regular person that's smart enough to read into this and know what's going on. But it's still really interesting. All right, let's read into some predictions here,
folks.
Hang
on 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Dan's wife right now, he's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing in here? I need to paint. I'm ready to paint. I'm going to paint right now. You better be getting off here. You better be getting off here. Hey, she's about to kick his ass. Hold on. I got one for this.
I don't believe you.
She wants to use the computer behind me, but she doesn't want to be on camera.
Debuting, ladies and gentlemen, this week. No, I get it. Predictions. Although he frequently invoked the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, whereby events from his timeline may differ from our own. Titor also said that the differences would be minimal. As such, some have interpreted his description of his timeline as predictions. You have compared them with factual events that have occurred since Titor's final post in 2001. The most imminent of Titor's predictions foretold a civil war in the United States having to do with order and rights. The war, as Titor described it, would begin in 2005 with civil unrest surrounding the presidential election of that year. According to Titor, the civil conflict, which he described as having a Waco-type effect every month that steadily gets worse, would be pretty much at everyone's doorstep and erupt into war in 2008. As a result, the United States would split into 5 regions based on the... I think he's just off on the years here, because that one's happening this time. In 2024, this is all definitely going to be happening. According to Titor...
Maybe he delayed it.
I think him coming out and talking about this fucked up the timeline, and then this is what's happening. Because that seems to be actually, I think he's onto something there. According to Titor, the Civil War would end in 2015 with a brief but intense World War III. Which Titor referred to as End Day. He specified Washington, D.C. and Jacksonville, Florida as cities that would be hit in the exchange, and said that after the war, Omaha, Nebraska would be the new U.S. capital. Titor did not detail the exact causes of this World War III scenario, but in one post he said that the hostilities were led by border clashes and overpopulation. Dude, what? He also pointed to the contemporary Arab Israeli conflict that as a cause of the war, but as a milestone that precedes it. Titor said that in 2011, when he was 13 years old, he joined a Florida-based shotgun infantry unit called the Fighting Diamondbacks for at least 4 years. In other posts, he described himself as hiding from the war. Titor also said that the Everett Wheeler model of quantum physics, better known as the many worlds interpretation, was correct. According to him, this meant that his time travel had caused the formation of a new time stream, and then in the new current time stream, the events that Titor has described would occur. Whoa! And that in the new, because it changed, the events that Titor had described would occur somewhat differently than they had in his home time stream. This made his predictions falsifiable. Holy shit. I think he's right.
Yep.
All right, I'm on board. I'm on board with John Titor right now because, yeah, that's happening now. Everything he just said lines the fuck up. Oh, my God. That was tripping me out when I got to that part. Boom. Liquor drinks with Dan's face in the middle. One day Dan's going to have a liquor drink on here.
I have in the past.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I've had vodka drinks.
What?
Yeah, I've never had a whiskey drink. Vodka
Damn,
drinks.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? I was drinking Gatorade one night. You don't remember that? Somebody asked me, "Is Dan drinking Gatorade?"
Man,
it had vodka in it.
You said fuck it that night. Was that drunk grub truck night?
Oh, when you go back and watch.
Oh shit! You might have a little vodka in any of that night.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This is a pretty cool one though. I think I watched the Y-Files on this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's got.
Maybe I'm off though.
He literally has an episode on everything that's fucking interesting.
Yeah, he murks it. The editing,
he controls the fucking game.
The storytelling. Yeah, he does an amazing job, quite frankly.
And somehow he keeps coming up with new ones.
Like every single day.
He's every week for sure. But I mean, like, what? How much? Like, dude, I swear, like he's introduced me to some stuff, but I swear he's covered pretty much every fucking thing I've ever been interested in. Like, probably not, but damn close.
I find out a lot of new stuff because of the channel. You know, there's tons of stuff that I don't know about. Now, here's the mission that I'm on: is to find stuff that maybe he hasn't covered yet.
Yeah.
I challenge you to do that as well, Dan. Let's do some of that digging. See what we can find that can be some. Because I mean, that's the thing. Even the stuff he's doing it really well. It's still been done. The majority of it.
Right.
It's still a copy, and I'm not saying it's a copy of a copy because you put your own spin on it, and he does an excellent job. Again, Y-Files fucking rules.
Well, it's impossible to have a unique.
It's hard.
Completely unique. Well, no, it's impossible because the story has to come from somewhere.
Right? Yeah. Well, here's the challenge: is putting your unique spin on the story to make it interesting.
Right.
Because
he really does. He does so much research.
Yeah.
And
that's a good job.
Just fucking kills it to the point where there's nothing else left to say. Really.
So yeah, that's what we need to do, man. I think that would be cool if we can find. It's gonna be hard, but we should try to dig in and see what we can find, man.
Go let him know, Allie. Leave a comment on his Twitter or YouTube.
Let him know
let him know PubliclyBuzzed sent you.
Damn right. Love it.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Hell yeah.
No, he's talented. He's been working in TV for many years, so he knows what he's doing.
He knows how to present a story really well.
Fantastic, man.
Oh, thank you.
Dan's a fantastic man. Yeah. Time travel rules, though. That's one of my favorite subjects ever. I will honestly dig through Y-Files looking for those.
Yeah.
I love time travel. I love time travel movies. I love trippy stuff like that. Always have. And here's the thing. You always kind of want to believe, we all we're trapped. Every single one of us, every single person watching this, every single person that will ever watch this, we're all trapped inside of the constructs of something that's not real. Time. You know what I mean? It's a made up concept anyways that we have to abide by, these rules and laws and man-made bullshit whatever to get through our days, through these jobs that we kind of need as almost like a construct, right? This is what's getting us through it. You get in these habits that need almost like a time structure to work properly, but it's not real. None of this is actually truly real. And what's so interesting about time travel is it feels like that you can is it possible? Did somebody break out of these chains that we're tied to? There's a beginning and an end. We're all doing our thing in the middle, but you're what's that old saying? No one gets out alive. What's that saying?
I don't know. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Whatever no one gets out of this thing alive. That's the saying. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's the truth.
It just keeps marching forward.
I love the idea of it, and but what's more interesting is I'm just going to go back to it one more time. I love professional wrestling. I know professional wrestling is not necessarily technically real, but in the moment of me watching it, I can get lost in it, and the same thing with a movie. I can reference it with movies as well. If you truly find a good film, I anyways can get lost in that movie for a moment. I can truly even become those characters. I don't want to say become the characters, but I'm through the vision of those characters, right? Time travel, those stories, I love them so much because just for a moment I'm thinking, oh shit. Even though at the end of the line, I'm thinking, oh, this is probably bullshit. Just like today, it literally happened today to me. I knew it was bullshit. There's no fucking way it's real, but I wanted to find these interviews of this guy that was interviewed that was telling the story. I don't know, man. It's interesting as fuck. I've always loved this shit.
Daniel asked, "Have we seen Predestination?" I've never seen it. I looked it up just now, and
is it a movie?
I don't recognize it. Yeah,
I haven't heard of that one. I'm gonna Google her up here. Put her in a Goog machine, baby.
Might have to check that out.
I love a good time travel movie. Let's read about it real quick together, folks. Predestination in theology. Wait a minute. We're looking for the movie. 2014. Ethan Hawke. Okay, I like Ethan Hawke. For his final assignment, the top temporal agent must pursue the one criminal that has eluded him throughout time. The chase turns into a unique, surprising, and mind-bending exploration of love, fate, identity, and time travel taboos. Okay, I'm in. A time travel movie I haven't seen. Yeah, hell yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, I love time travel movies.
Yeah. Mind blown. This movie was a total mind bleep. Mind fuck, I guess. Allow me to take you through my emotional timeline. Yeah, I don't want to do any spoilers, but hell yeah. I will probably be checking that out fairly soon. Yeah, 10-year-old movie. What's crazy is, again, talking about fucking time. How was 2014 10 years ago? That feels weird to say.
Yeah, for real.
Weird.
Getting fucking old.
Heather's seen it. We are getting old. We are getting old. You just had a birthday, sir. Sam, how you doing? Cocaine Bear is amazing. I'm praising it. Dan's gonna watch it and come back the next time you guys see him and be like, man, Cocaine
definitely.
Bear fucking sucked, y'all.
Well, the next time you guys see me on here, I'll definitely have watched it. I don't know if I'll say it sucked.
Dude, it's amazing.
You sold me on it.
It's amazing, dude. It's so good. Dude, one of the deaths, like, I say Final Destination style death scenes because they're so brutal. Like, and it's like in a way where it's like, because you normally see these in a straight up horror movie. But they're, it's not a full on horror. Like, it's good, man. It's fun. It's hilarious. And again, I want to see Ice Cube's kid in fucking a remake of Friday as Ice Cube. I think that would be dope. Kaylin, I'm starting to think about starting my own cult. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader.
Oh, she asked earlier if you like
Stevie's about cults. Do you like Stevie's about cults? I love Stevie's about cults. Stevie's about cults.
The one that was on Netflix, the Wild Wild Country one, was so good.
Dude, that's the best one I've ever seen.
That one was amazing.
I don't know how. See, there's a perfect example, dude. How had we never heard about that story?
Yeah,
such a crazy fucking story. I'd never heard about that. I mean, it was just outside of our time period, like the early '80s, but still, you think you would have heard about that?
What were they called?
Man, the main guy was like Rajneesh
or something like that.
Something like that. I'm butchering that as well. Drink. Stevie's about cults.
Shit. I'm telling you like it is, baby.
I'm a bad man. I'd like to thank Stevie again for the opener here tonight. And that'll be probably the future opener for a bit. That's dope. Like,
yeah, I really like that one.
So yeah, let me put exclamation point Stevie in the chat there. Go give Stevie a follow, folks. He's awesome.
He makes dope shit.
He's awesome.
And if he likes your channel, he's gonna make you dope shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he's the man. Yeah, Stevie Irwin's Jungle.
Free. He's just fucking throwing shit out here because he likes us, and it's amazing.
Yeah, hangs out in the true crime community. He's always doing stuff for Dago, doing stuff for Jay. Yeah, he's a really awesome guy, man. Yeah, give him a follow. As you can see there, he is hanging out in the chat. I think Jen's been hanging out here all night as well. If I do exclamation point Jen, bam, go give her a follow as well.
The Wild Whites of West Virginia was really, I mean, they're not a cult.
That's not really a cult, but that was good. Like
that shit was so good. Oh my god.
Boom.
Man, they're not far from us either.
No, they're super close. I was trying to hang out with Jesco. Like, he was supposed to be at a wrestling show and didn't show. This was 2009, but I was freaking pumped, dude, and he did not come, and I was real bummed about it. But that was in fuck, man, it was his area. Fuck, I can't remember the name. Bud, West Virginia. B-U-D. Bud, West Virginia. Okay, not far from where the Whites are from. So, like, and he was supposed to be there, and of course he didn't show up. But I thought that would have been dope.
They are wild as fuck.
Jessica White was on Roseanne.
They used to be. I don't know if they still are or not.
Okay,
they're getting up in their age now.
Like, Jessica White's journey in pop. I fucking love people like him in pop culture. Like, the weirdest fucking journeys, the ones that shouldn't be there, the ones that are there, the ones that have been on sitcoms randomly. That actually that shit blows my mind.
No, he fucking made it, man. In a way, right? He fucking made it.
Bud. Yeah, he did.
He was like probably one of the most famous tap dancers in America at one point, I'm sure.
That's the thing. Yeah, he was actually a legit good ass. And I mean, I guess it's got to be your thing, but it's like a country mountain. The way he did the folk dancing thing, the tap dancing essentially. But it's fucking awesome.
And it was like a family thing. Like his dad was also that guy.
My favorite ever clip of Jesco is him talking. There's like a documentary from like the early '90s of him when he was still married to this lady. Yeah, when I start to type his name in YouTube, my favorite clip is going to pop up here.
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you who we need to introduce these people to. Rocky fucking Erickson.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, so this is my favorite.
Oh yeah, this is good. Thanks for bringing that up, Mandy.
And I tucked the butcher knife and put it up to her neck. I said, if you want to live to see tomorrow, you better start frying them eggs a little bit better than what you're frying. I'm tired of eating sloppy, slimy eggs.
He's tired of eating sloppy, slimy eggs.
Salami.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him one damn bit. This woman can't fucking get in the kitchen and fix them fried eggs up right.
Did he say he put a butter knife to her neck?
Put a damn butter knife to her neck. I put a butter knife right up to that bitch's neck.
That's right, Rocky fucking Erickson.
Hold on, no, they gotta watch
Jesco
dance.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's really good.
You gotta watch this man dance. That's the right.
I ain't seen her out thinking.
What I really wanted to find was him doing it by himself. No music there. Maybe this one.
Yeah, this looks good. Oh, that's his papa. That's his dad.
Oh shit! It's in his jeans. It's crazy though. I mean, how do you get
Was he
famous?
not in there?
He might have been.
That was a 12-minute video. He's probably in there.
Boone
there you
County.
go. There's a good one. Yeah.
He's crazier than hell. He likes to drink and he likes to fight. He gets wild now.
That's right. I said that's right.
Rocky Erickson's a crazy person now.
With a K. Come on now. Yeah, the fucking you know what we're looking for. The old interview. The good one from the 80s. I need a beer though.
Holly Berry. Chicken train.
Holly Berry.
Coming through.
I can't drink to your donation because I need a beer. I'll be right back.
Let him go get a beer real quick.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
I'm a bad man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Beers in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Holly. Thank you very much. Pumpkin Dawn, what's going on? Sam. Everybody's getting ready to go into the... Oh, God, Russ is in the motherfucking house. Hey, it's Russ. What's up? You guys are amazing. I just want to say thank you all for letting me express my love to you and your community. Love you guys and will be in my heart forever. Thanks, you dude. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. The Borg. What's going on? Everybody. Amazing. Hanging and banging on a Feral Friday. Hanging and banging on a Friday. You know, if I can find like a really old 70s interview. Yeah, Rocky Erickson was in a band though in the 60s called the 13th Floor Elevators. And they were doing like, some popular style music, psychedelic tunes when they were actually still popular. I think they were on like, maybe I'm butchering the name, but maybe American Bandstand, something like that at one point. They actually had a hit here in America. Rocky Erickson was from Texas and got arrested for having one joint on him. And they put him in a psychiatric hospital for many years because of one joint. They hit him with electroshock therapy. They really fucked this man's brain up. Once he got out of the psychiatric hospital, he continued to make music, but was not the same person. He made some of the craziest. He basically created horror style music. I know the horror punk is a big thing, especially with the Misfits and stuff. But this guy in the 70s was making music talking about vampires and shit, more to a rock and roll based themed background. But Rocky Erickson is the fucking man, dude. He just died recently, sadly, but and he lived many years in a comatose style state. He wouldn't talk. He stayed with his mother. She didn't regulate his meds correctly. He couldn't play. His brother ended up getting custody of him, and then he ended up actually being able to play later in his life and doing a little bit of touring and doing some festivals. Sweetheart of a man and individual, super sad story, but crazy story as well. And the vibe that he put off, I guess, again, when he got out of the psychiatric hospital and started again making music, he made some really cool dark tunes, is what he did. And he said that he was an alien from another planet. He actually had that legally put on his license, I believe, that he was an alien from another planet. Really trippy story. Craziness. Yeah, Mandy's in Texas. They still have some real dumb laws out there. Yeah, poor old Rocky though, man. And his music's so good. So good. Oh, yeah, I see what you sent me here, Holly Berry. Thank you very much. I can't play that for some copyright issue things, but I'm going to play that for myself a little bit later. Thank you very much. I love some stuff like that now. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I can't play that on here. I'm not going to get the copyright strike. I try to avoid those.
What are we doing?
I was just telling the Rocky Erickson story, what happened with the getting caught busted with one joint in Texas.
Jesus Christ, man. He is, dude, Rocky Erickson. First of all, he had the voice of a fucking god. And he is the most gentle fucking soul on the planet. Or, well, he's passed away now, but he was the most gentle fucking soul on the planet. Like, dude.
Such a nice guy, just to hear talk.
I love that guy. And he likes to talk about aliens, so it kind of fits the theme.
He is an alien.
He is an alien. That's true. He is an alien.
He's illegally an alien. It's a really crazy, tragic story that actually had a cool ending once his brother ended up getting custody of him and he started to do some stuff.
Go look up the documentary You're Gonna Miss Me. Mm-hmm. Dear God, it pulls at your heartstrings, but man, you really get to like see, and it tells his full story. Plus, you get to see how he was when the documentary was released, like what the life he was living, and his son was able to pull him out of the shit he was living in and give him a fucking second win, man. He went on fucking tour after that. Like the last little bit of his life, he really thrived. Like
he did.
It's a fucking amazing story. It really is.
Holly Berry's trying to get us to get a copyright strike. She sent me a song that I can't play.
Which, we can't really play. Even if we watch that interview, we probably can't play the music part.
Yeah, that's actually, I was trying to dip out of that Jesco thing. Is the song he's playing? I was like, that's gonna get me.
Even the you guys have heard Rocky Erickson's music before, I'm sure, because it's been in commercials and shit.
Yeah, I told him You're Gonna Miss Me is it was like a national hit. Like he was on one of my favorite clips ever, and it was whatever the Dick Clark hosted, whatever that was in the '60s. I believe that's correct. They played on their live, and it was in '66, I think. And after the interview, they asked him, who's the head of the band? And Rocky Erickson's answer to that was, "We're all heads, man."
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things ever.
So the 13th Floor Elevators was hugely popular. They were like a pop fucking band at the time. After that, I don't think Rocky Erickson's like solo stuff ever did nearly as well, but he definitely has a huge cult following for sure. God, his voice is unbelievable. I wish we could play it, but yeah, we can't because there's definitely going to be copyrights on that shit because it's, like I said, somebody owns it because it's been licensed out to commercials and shit. So
famously, during the band's live appearance on Dick Clark's nationally televised American Bandstand in '66, Dick, at the band's sly request, innocently asked, "Who's the head man of this group here, gentlemen?" And Tommy responds, "Oh, Tommy!
It was the jug player.
Rocky. Shit.
That's the jug player.
We're all heads." Following which, Dick mentions that the band will, and I think he instantly realized, okay, we got to keep moving here. Wish I could find that.
I wonder if you can get a clip of I wonder if you can get a clip.
You have to have a lot of
Oh, this might be it.
lung power to do that. Yeah, you have. You can get different sounds out of it too, huh?
Yeah, you gotta be able to blow pretty strong.
Who is the head man of the group here, gentlemen?
So again, I'm just fucked it up. Hold on, let me play this first.
Yeah,
you gotta be able to blow pretty strong.
Who is the head man of the group here, gentlemen?
Well, we're all heads.
All right. Well, let me just.
He didn't even pause. It wasn't even. He just went. He didn't know he was going to ask him that. Like,
witty man. He's witty.
But he plays an electric jug, folks. There ain't no other band with an electric jug.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if you can find a clip of just the jug because I want them to understand what it sounds like. It's crazy.
Hold on.
Oh God, Jesus
I've
Christ!
got this.
You just got to get.
I've just got to get to the part where they're playing this. That
the jug solo. Here it is. There it is.
That should be it right here. Okay, so
he's pumping it out right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just. Is it just?
When you never needed it.
Oh no.
So in the background, you can kind of hear that.
But he does a solo in the song.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, I ain't gonna just find it though.
Damn it.
It's hard to make out, but it's bad fucking ass is what it is.
Oh wait. Hang on. Not gonna even play it. Here, look at this.
All right, here's some interview. Yeah, here we go.
This is the jug. It's not fucking isolated, unfortunately, but here is just the jug part. But it does have the guitar behind it too, so it might be. Still's probably gonna fuck us. I think we've already played enough of it to where we're probably already fucked, though.
No.
You don't think?
Because I'm pausing it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So yeah. So let me make sure it's coming through.
Yeah, here we go. That fluttering sound.
That fluttering sound in the background, that's that fucking insane noise.
Pretty insane.
30, let's get started in 30 seconds.
This is after he got out of the fucking insane asylum.
Here goes San Francisco time before the
You told him about how they gave him electroshock and all that.
Yeah, yeah, poor dude, man.
They fucked him up pretty good, honestly.
Before the earthquake, it's 12:39.
That's right. And we'll really get started this time.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. These people that left my concert.
Loud and proud,
they said,
baby.
As soon as we left your concert, these lights started following us, and they kept observing us like they had to watch us real closely. And their lights, I already know what they looked like. They were just like that, and that's the reason they were there and everything, just to tell me, buddy, we got lights on you too,
All
man.
of a sudden, lights
Yeah.
on you.
Oh, man.
Okay, Rocky, let's start. What about music? When did you first start getting seriously interested in music and start playing? Who did you listen to first, and how did it happen?
Little Richard and Bob Dylan. I couldn't believe that, this little young guy, this Steve Allen, he digs him up, man. He's groovy, man. I'd love to meet Steve Allen. He, all of a sudden, he has, he says, well, here's somebody you've never heard of, and all of a sudden there's a young guy, and he's got a guitar and a harmonica. He says, but you who philosophize disgrace, and he
Yeah, very similar to Animals type of vibe, for sure, Russ.
signs all fears. Take the rag away from your face, 'cause now ain't the time for you
Yeah, Texas, man.
What is that, the James Dean of music, man?
Again, caught with one joint. And I still think you'll probably still be bad if you get caught in Texas.
I mean,
with any
fuck
amount of
his
marijuana.
lawyers too. Plead insanity for a joint.
Yeah, and are they thinking like, okay, they're just going to be easy on him, or like, what is their thought process there?
And it also worked. Like, they pleaded insanity, and it fucking worked. And they put this guy in a fucking insane asylum and do electroshock therapy. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Rocky Erickson, Kalen.
We're losing viewers. People don't like Rocky.
This is the end of the show, anyways.
Nah, we're having a good time. I don't give a fuck.
Couldn't believe it.
I think I remember seeing that very same show when he was on that time. Yeah, that was amazing. So it was sort of influence of people like that.
Yeah,
I'm really showing this just to give everybody a vibe of this too.
I tell you, I've been influenced by James
Austin,
Brown.
Texas.
He screams.
Remember he was
I've
arrested?
been getting into screaming like that real thing that hurts you. Just I wonder where he is.
I think so.
Yeah, when he plays that organ, it's too much. So I was influenced by James Brown, and I like.
Yeah, it was Austin.
It's real strange. I like when it was real strange for the Elevators to be the only ones doing this feedback and standing.
These fellas like psychedelic drugs, is what the product is, like the bottom line is here. What was the documentary? The name of it? You're Gonna Miss Me.
Yep.
Dude, go check that out. That will give you a deep dive on this motherfucker. And again, I think it's worth it. It's a really well put together documentary, and it goes into this guy's life.
Yeah, one of his kids actually ended up being super successful, like producer in the music industry.
Yeah.
And was able to pull him out of the fucking bullshit he was in, because he was still living. He was living with his mom. I mean, his head was fucked, dude.
His mom didn't regulate his meds right. Fucked him up.
She did not take care of him properly.
Dude, he sat in a room and had to have static on the TV playing 24/7.
Yeah,
he didn't communicate verbally.
Yeah. His hair was
for
like
decades.
His hair was just like a fucking one giant dread. It was
just a mat.
A fucking rat's nest of, it was nasty. Like she legitimately was not taking care of him properly.
Yeah, and luckily it was his brother that got custody of him, and he ended up actually being able to take really good care of him and get him on his meds. He ended up starting to talk. He ended up starting to play like his old self. He hadn't played in like 20 years or something. He just picked it up and started he started doing festivals. The last 10 years of his life, or maybe 15, was really actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was a complete 180. Completely turned his life around.
I hate that I'd ever seen him at a festival.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
That would have been cool. There's lots of footage of him,
He's legitimately probably one of my favorite human beings on the planet.
100%. 100%. I see you out here, Melissa. Yeah, it's a crazy story. Yeah, Mandy's reading it right now, I think.
Yep. It's real sad.
Let me pull up his old Wikipedia here.
It's crazy they accepted the plea of insanity, though, right? Like, fucking Jesus. It was 1969.
Yeah, people used to actually get that.
Crazy.
Yeah, born in Dallas.
He escaped several times. I don't know if I remember hearing that.
I don't either, right off. A single marijuana joint. 10-year incarceration possible, or getting your head fried every day. Okay, let's see. Yeah, where he was subjected to convulsive therapy and thorazine treatments, ultimately remaining in custody until 1972. During his time in Rusk, he continued writing songs and poetry. Family and friends managed to smuggle some of these poems, and in 72 self-published the book's openers, intending to use the proceeds to hire a lawyer.
What's thorazine? Can you go to its wiki? Or even just a...
It's like a tranquilizer. Treats mental health conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar. Regulates your mood. Alien years. In 1974, after having been released from the state hospital, Erickson formed a new band, which he called... Is it Bleeb? Alien? Being an anagram of Bible and a German remain, an alien. Being a pun on the German word alone. The phrase in German, therefore, meaning being remain alone. His new band exchanged the psychedelic sounds of and again, go look up the 13 Floor Elevators. That's one of my favorite bands in the world. For more of a hard rock, horror, old horror film, science fiction themes. Two-Headed Dog, great song, and Bloody Hammer. He had a bunch of really cool songs. Night of the Vampire might be the best. The new band was renamed Rocky Erickson and the Aliens. And in 79, after playing with the reversible chords, Erickson recorded 15 new songs. And again, go look these fucking songs up. Like, they're so good. There's one documentary that I still watch on Halloween every year, or around Halloween every year, where he's just like playing an acoustic version of a lot of these songs.
Yep.
He's an interesting. The whole story is fucking crazy, honestly.
It really is, yeah.
Good night, Sammy. Thank you for hanging out.
I don't think we're far behind you. We're winding down, I believe.
We are winding down. We are winding her down.
I'm going to have to get my sign hung up this weekend, too, so we both have them for Monday.
Son of a bitch!
That's, yeah. Hopefully it won't be that hard. Tomorrow I'm going to be going down there, and hoping that I can get it together even for Murder Church. That might be a big task. I got a lot to do. But I'm going to be working on it. We're going to see what's up.
Well, you're moving tomorrow, right?
The last possible thing I will be moving is the actual computer and stuff. So
okay.
If you know what I mean, I got to set everything up first. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. So essentially, if I'm feeling it up to it, hopefully I can get it all
You can't
down
miss
there.
Murder Church.
So yeah, Murder Church, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Please come hang out. Again, right there, bam, come hang out. Week 13, Jeffrey Dahmer Insanity Trial. It's been good. We have a good time in there. To be such
I might
a
hang mine
morbid...
up. I might hang mine up back here under this picture.
That looked cool, actually.
All the way on the opposite wall.
I think that looked cool.
It was so damn bright that
it is bright.
I can.
You could probably get rid of that light right back there.
Yeah, I won't even need that. But I think it would show up because I was holding it up for him, and like my camera was overexposed. Like you couldn't even read it. It was so bright.
It's real bright.
So if it was right here, it would be too much. Unless I turned it down, or I may be able to turn the exposure on my camera down as well, because it would be just extra light,
Yeah.
The only reason the exposure is up is the way it is, because the only light's doing anything really is that the one in front of me.
Yeah, hopefully I think it looked cool behind you there, though.
Yeah, you'd be able to read it above the guitars back there.
Boom, Andy, love you too. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Another Feral Friday representing. Stevie, thank you again for the opener. Everybody, thank you all so much for hanging out. Everybody that hung through the entire night with a little time travel, a little trippy talk again on a Feral Friday.
Stevie needs to come up with a good Murder Church animation.
He did send me one.
I mean, you already do too much, so
he's the best. He's the best. So yeah, Murder Church, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Monday, don't forget, Turtle Boy, Bob Mott is going to be on here, mega show. Yeah, Thursday next week will be a regular show, and then Friday, Feral Friday next week will be Lisa Ribikoff coming back on here and having a polygraph episode. We're going to be talking lie detectors. We're going to be going into her career, and she's had a pretty crazy life, so it's going to be cool.
Next week, next week is exciting for this channel. For
Got some good shit going on, folks. As we push towards 7K and 1K on Twitter, go follow Publicly Buzzed on Twitter. Go follow Dan on Twitter. Links are going to be dropping in chat right now, I would imagine. And yeah, go to publiclybuzzed.com. Buy a Murder Church hoodie. Buy a shirt. Don't forget, 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Set it on your phone. Set up the notifications right now. The game show, 5 contestants that appeared on game shows that were killers, is going to be dropping tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Please come through. I'm going to be in chat. It's about a 7.5-minute video. It's not very long, and we'll hang and bang. We'll talk it through, and I really want to see your reaction. I want to see your reaction real time. After the premiere, the video will always be there. You can still come in. You can hang out, leave comments. You can watch it, whatever. But for 7 minutes tomorrow, there's only one premiere, so make sure you're there. Come hang out with us. Dan. Got anything to add?
I don't. I think we covered everything. Promoted my shit, and that's it. Yeah, I got nothing.
Good stuff. I hope to see everybody tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you all so much. Fail Friday in the books.